So basically, if you use an idea, even if you change some of the language to use different words, you need to indicate where the information came from. Indicating where you retrieved the idea from is important because it respects the author. It gives him or her or them, if it's a group of authors, credit for their ideas. And I'm just going to give you a little example here. This is kind of an informal situation, but I'm trying to illustrate the idea. So imagine I come up with a really cool idea and I tell Beth about it. If she then pretends that it's her own idea and tells our friends about it, I'm not going to be very happy. But if she said, Amy had this really cool idea, let me tell you about it, not only would she be following APA's guidelines, granted, this is a very informal situation, but not only would she be following APA's guidelines and indicating where she got the information from, but it would be respectful to me as the author of the idea. So she's saying where she got the information from. Another reason why we cite is to indicate when you're using sources. It's important to show when you're discussing your own ideas and when you're discussing ideas that you read about in the literature. And when I say literature here, I really mean any sources that you're using for your assignments or courses, not just scholarly articles, not just books, but your source could be a person, a brochure, a website, a newspaper article. So you're showing when are you using information from a source and when are you not. Another reason that we cite is to direct the reader to the reference list. Your citation will help show within the text where you retrieved the idea from. And then your reader can look at that citation in the text and then refer down to your reference list, and they'll be able to find the original source. Another reason we cite is to maintain integrity and credibility. I always tell students that citing your sources helps build credibility as a researcher. Citing your sources can demonstrate to the reader that you've read the relevant literature and that you're well versed on the topic. And then finally, one of the reasons that you may know about is to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism happens when you take somebody else's ideas and do not give credit to the author or the authors of those ideas. So when you plagiarize, it basically means that you're portraying that the ideas are yours, when in fact they're not. So it's important to avoid plagiarism because no matter if it's intentional or not, it can have major consequences.